Before I perform any exercise, I always go through a mental checklist, and one of the very first things I always check off is making sure I engage my core. Now there's a very simple movement that I always perform called the posterior pelvic tilt. The reason why you want to implement this movement is because you want to avoid having an excess arch in the lower back where your lower back curves too much. So instead you want to make sure that your back is nice and flat, core engaged, especially if you're doing any exercises where you have to bend at the hip or if you're performing any overhead exercise. And one of the most important muscles in your core that you want to engage is going to be your transverse abdominis. Now in my opinion, this is one of the most important muscles in your body for the sole purpose that it functions to support your torso, stabilize, and protect your spine. Here are 2 exercises that you guys can perform. But first, I'm going to show you guys how to actually tilt your pelvis backwards. All you need to do is just lie flat on your back, feet flat on the ground. And in this position, your spine is going to be in proper alignment. So it's going to have that natural curve. What you want to do is suck in your stomach like a vacuum. Imagine pulling your belly button in, and you want to focus on squeezing and contracting your core. You also want to make sure that you squeeze your glutes as well. And you'll notice that your lower back is now flat against the ground. So you no longer have that natural arch. And what you want to do is just practice this movement, tilting your pelvis backwards and engaging your core. So the first exercise I'm going to give you guys that will implement this movement is called the hollow body hold. So what you want to do is just perform that posterior pelvic tilt. Make sure your lower back is nice and flat against the ground. Have your arms out towards the side and bring your knees up. Now this is called the tuck position. So this is the easiest variation of the hollow body hold. Great starting point for any beginner to build that core strength. And as you guys get stronger over time, you can begin to slowly extend your legs out. The hardest version of the hollow body hold is having your arms and legs fully extended. Now the second exercise is going to be planks. Now I really like planks because it's the hollow body hold but inverted. Now you can perform planks with your elbows or your hands. So what I like to do is I like to start with that curve in the lower back, and I'll fix this by implementing that posterior pelvic tilt. And now my back is nice and flat. Quick note, just make sure that your shoulder blades aren't fully retracted in this position. Make sure you guys protract your shoulder blades, and also just make sure that your head is in a nice neutral position. But the important thing is making sure you guys get that pelvic tilt down, back is nice and flat, engaging your core and your glutes. So there you go. Make sure you guys strengthen your core, strengthen that transverse abdominis. It is a muscle that tends to get overshadowed by our rectus abdominis, our abs, but it does play an important vital role. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, like the video and share the video. And as always, if you guys have any questions, just leave them down below. If you guys want to see more videos like this, subscribe to my channel. And until the next video, see you guys later.